People are obsessed with personality tests, or those online quizzes where you can find out which Pokemon you are. Yet, I don't see a lot of people talking about the different types of producers that exist out there. So, allow me to enlighten you with some classic producer classes, and you can let me know which one you are. First on the list, the vaulter. Everybody knows a person like this. They refuse to post or share anything they make with the public. The main excuse here being either it's not good enough or it's not done yet. My roommate was this archetype. My only and greatest roommate ever, but he refused to post anything he made. It got to a point where we had a deal where both of us had to post something on our Instagrams by the end of the school year. We made this deal twice, and he still has yet to post anything music related. What's so frustrating is that he has absolute heaters sitting behind a vault, and nobody's gonna ever get to hear them. For a final year project, we had to create an EP, and he made something so incredible, so good, I was convinced he was about to go platinum if he released it. To this day, it is sitting in his drive. It's been an entire year since he sent it for mastering. The businessman. This guy's YouTube history is either Gressler's University or how I made $10,000 in a single month selling beats. They usually gotta splice your BeatStars and have a separate social media account where they post their beats, and you bet your sweet ass they're promoting it like their life depends on it. I know it sounds like I'm low-key hating on these guys, but I'm very envious of them. I mean, it'd be awesome if I had money too. Like, who hates money? There are other things to learn from our hustler mindset brethren, like the fact that they really put themselves out there. Contacting artists, cold DMing people, posting your beats on social media, that's a different level of self-confidence you gotta have. People always say nobody actually cares about what you post, but these moguls, they live that saying out in real time. They are doing everything they possibly can to ensure they are going to stay afloat financially with music. And I gotta say, that's pretty admirable. Samplers. Sometimes this class is looked down upon. Some say they lack the musicianship to actually make music by themselves. Others say it's a form of theft. And I say all of the above. Okay, on a serious note, to make sampling sound good is an actual skill set. Check out people like Jay Dilla, Nujabes, Ninth Wonder, Madlib, The Alchemist to really see how far sampling as an art form can go. Obviously, there are some lazy people who just take the samples as it is and they don't chop it up or change it at all, but there are others who can get really freaky with it. Another great thing about being a sampler is how fast you can work once you've got the samples locked in. It takes maybe up to 30 minutes tops to get the vibe of a track looped and ready to go for an artist to record over. Most of a sampler's time is spent scouring the web or crate digging, which means the IRL version of searching for samples. I'm not gonna lie to you though, whenever I'm feeling exceptionally lazy, I always turn to sampling. Take that as you will. Mr. Homemade. These guys take pride in the fact that they make their own beats from scratch. All the way from the drums to the instrumentals, everything is done by hand. Sometimes a bit pretentious, and most of the times a musician. Not trying to make a connection, but do you see it? Huh? Let me just refocus. How about now? Mr. Homemade can pivot into making sample packs since all their beats are originally made, which is a big plus. Not only that, they don't have to worry about licensing their tracks because it's free of samples. Also, it's the cheapest way of going about things, although it can be the most time consuming. There are some major downsides though, particularly when working with an artist in a session. The name of the game is speed, and when you're working on a session, you gotta be able to capture the vibe quickly so the artist can get to work. The longer you make the artist wait, the more uninspired they become. That's why if you're in this category, make sure you can make beats efficiently. Worry about the mix and things of that nature later. The gearhead. Like, where in the world did they get all the money to purchase this stuff? You can usually tell immediately if they got one of these bad boys sitting on their desk, but this is the biggest giveaway. Like, check this thing out. Do you see how many racks are on there? The mindset is simple. My producing skills are equal to the level of equipment I possess. Thus, I must have the best gear in order to be the greatest producer that ever was. And I see nothing wrong with that statement. Just kidding. A piece of advice for someone who's been in the space for a while: the gear is the last thing holding you back. You know what they say, less is more. So, if you ever want to send me your Apollo that you're not using, or a spare rack, just send it my way. I have my email in my channel description. Serious inquiries only. Well, those were just a few of the producer types that exist in our world. There are obviously a ton more, but I wanted to keep it to 5 because it's a nice number to look at. Let me know which one you fall under in the comments below. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.